we're gonna go live now, by the way. And by that I mean we are live. For thousands of years, he has slumbered. What?
The more bit.
Welcome to a new to the channel series, DM'd by me, Yuri, instead of the normal DM Stray, where we will be running through the somewhat new as of like last year, still pretty new, adventure path, the Season of Ghosts. Joining us will be our wonderful party. This is a continuation of a campaign that kind of floundered around with for a while. I wasn't giving it the best chance it could, so this adventure path seems really interesting. I think everyone's going to love it. And with that, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
For what it's worth, I think the old campaign was fun too, Yuri. Don't sell yourself short.
Name.
I'm DM Stray. I'll be playing Archon, the human exemplar, Sylph.
You're not a DM now.
Yep.
Oh, I wish that weren't true. I'll be playing Archon. He's a classical Ronin type. Used to be in a noble house. He has since left that life behind him, and is now sort of your classical Ronin. Going to be trying out Exemplar, because it looks fun. We'll see if that actually works out, but I'm excited to play it, and I'm built around basically being the party bro.
Cool. I'm playing Amar. He is an elf. He has been around a long time. He's been a teacher at the academy for some time. He was originally teaching the students. And, now we're here doing this.
Did you assign your stat point
What stat point?
from your background? Did you change it?
Shoot.
It's flashing on my end for some reason.
I see.
Professor Imar, the wizard, go on.
Mr. Dr. Professor Wizard.
It's got 39 degrees and none of them relate to this.
Who's next?
I can be next. I'm Rallieth. I am playing Perrin. Perrin is a Claw Beastkin who has traveled to the east in hopes of studying the mystical martial arts, of the area. He had previously enrolled in the Jade Academy and met this band of screw-ups.
Say band of screw-ups, but I distinctly recall you rolling like shit the entire campaign, so...
I am
Yeah,
definitely
Ori's over there
including
literally
myself in
killing
that
everything
list.
in one hit.
Speaking of Ori,
I'm silly. I play Ori. She is a tiefling. What? Hold on. What am I? Rogue. I'm a rogue. She's a tiefling rogue. She was kicked out of basically every school, and her father made an agreement with the headmaster of the last school that she either goes there or ends up in jail, so she chose there. And that was a mistake, clearly, because now she's stuck with all of these people.
Mm.
The band of screws, as it were.
See.
Go ahead and finish this off, Tiff.
Name's Tiff, and I am playing Nariyama Haruhi, who is a cleric kitsune. And originally she was traveling with Archon as her bodyguard. And came to school, had an agreement with headmaster, and she's taking care of the shrine at the school. Aside from that, just traveling together with these misfits.
I feel like we should talk on a party name because Band of Misfits doesn't really...
The problem is
Listen.
that pretty much describes every party.
I was about to say,
It's very
it's
generic, isn't
adequate,
it?
but
We'll workshop that out.
We never agreed on a name, alright?
Why don't we let our DM give the crowd a quick summary of what we can expect?
so in Season of Ghosts, you can expect a lot of mystery, intrigue, horror aspects to it. A lot of, honestly, a surprising amount of roleplay chances and political sort of back and forth. If that's your thing, I can dial it back if you guys aren't into that kind of stuff. But just in general, a really interesting and unique mystery.
Alright,
Alright.
why don't we just jump in then?
Why don't we just jump in?
Spot the people with ADD.
No.
That works. So, that was a
That was a really
pretty
terrible roll.
terrible roll, honestly.
Oh wow.
Mine is somehow worse!
What are we doing right now?
Rolling one of everything.
Well, I'm going to do a luck roll. Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah, okay.
What did I mess up? Oh,
Things are not gonna go well for me.
Oh
are they?
no.
Oh,
All
no.
of the dice were redone, weren't they?
Yes.
Yep.
Because we moved clients.
Okay.
We're not in Forge, we're in Foundry. Same, but different. But still same.
You all find yourself in a place you've grown somewhat familiar with. This is where you are given your assignments as students with more aptitude than the normal trust fund kids. You find yourself in front of the headmistress as she is giving you your next task.
I gotta say, as the guy with arachnophobia in this group, this landing page giving me some good vibes right now.
Oh,
Yeah?
you're gonna enjoy this campaign.
Excellent.
I didn't even notice there was a spider until you said so.
They're everywhere.
There's more than one? I
Yeah.
just see the big one in the background.
No, look around.
Ah, that's
Seems to be a theme here I'm a little worried about.
You'll be fine.
I'll be
I'll be
fine. I won't like it, but I'll be fine.
Tiff has crashed.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that'll be alright. You're just gonna have to get used to that with Tiff.
Yep. I was concerned we were missing more than just Tiff, but you pulled the other one out, so...
Well, they changed the way the role-playing works. I like
Oh,
that.
please don't do this to me now, Windows. Okay.
Oh, no.
It looked like I might be getting forcibly restarted, but I alt-tapped and it's fine.
Cool.
Yuri did not complete his luck roll.
So you find yourself standing in front of the headmistress again, and a very regal-looking man as well stands next to her as she addresses you all. She gestures to the man. This is Governor He of Willowshire. He is the local governor of the region, and he was visiting the Jade Empire on business. Unfortunately, the guard duty that was going to be bringing him back to his town got pulled into a skirmish to the south. So we've been contracted out to basically guard this man as he makes his way to back to his town. And that's what you lot are in for.
Well, that's good. My specialty is bodyguard work. How much can we expect to get paid? Sorry, how much can I expect to get paid? I'm not a student.
The headmistress looks at you with a bit of incredulity before the governor steps in. It's quite all right. You can expect a handsome fee of at least 50 gold per person. On top of that, I will also be providing horses for the way back once we make it there, and a bounty of veritable sweets from Willowshire as well. He smiles and seems a little bit proud of the confections and sweets from his hometown.
Going to shrug and look back to my party members.
Well, that certainly sounds like a fine deal. I'm surprised we're heading back out so soon.
What kind of sweets?
When
Haruhi is totally not drooling.
Oh, well, you see, Willowshire is known for its bountiful peach orchards. So we have wonderful sweets, including peach jam with locally made scones, a nice peach brandy if you're interested in the more adult side of things. We make some lovely peach cakes as well. So you'll be in for quite a treat, especially considering that harvest season just happened.
Sounds like fair payment to me.
Very well.
Cheap
The-
treats for tea.
The headmistress nods to you all. You have your orders. You'll meet by the gate in 2 hours.
Plenty of time to pack, then.
Mm-hmm.
Pack whatever you need for a 7-day journey.
Oh, so ways, huh?
He nods. Yes, unfortunately, it is in a more mountainous region of the Jade Empire. So even though as the crow flies, it's only about a day and a half's travel, by road it takes much longer.
Fine by me. I'm used to traveling ways. Ori, didn't you come from the mountains?
No.
Okay.
Islands.
Islands. Gotcha.
Wow, that's the most background you ever got out of her.
I'm aware.
2 words.
Clearly, I've grown on her.
Amar, this notebook progress continues to be.
I roll.
Travel does tend to bring people closer.
Really, I think it was the food, to be honest with you.
Alright.
Well, if that's all, I'm going to go pack immediately. I'm going to spin on the heels of my feet and leave the room to go pack.
I'm going to follow.
So I should go as well.
Ori will push after them.
Yeah, I think we're
Now
all
I-
gonna do that at once.
You all
I feel
head
very
back.
vindicated right now.
You all head back to your dorms as you begin to pack, loading up your packs with whatever you feel might be important to take. After hour and a half, 2 hours, hopefully everyone is ready.
Don't see why not.
Stuffing one last book in the bag.
This isn't the campaign for trying to stuff as many books into your bag as you can carry.
Are you kidding me? I have everyone's assignments in here.
Have to organize my
Oren
inventory a
still
little bit.
owes me an essay.
I'm going to step out into the hall and wait for the group like normal.
Hmm.
You all meet up in the hallway once again as you head out to the school gate. Governor Het is already waiting as he bows as you approach him once more. Well met.
Bow.
I believe we've already
Hi.
met, but I'm going to give him
I
a
thank you
stiff,
again.
trained bow in return.
Thank you again for taking this job up. It's not too dangerous of a route, but I always feel better when I have people with me than when I'm alone.
I think we all feel safer in company. Rest assured, you're in good hands. They may be young, but I'm quite impressed with their abilities.
Trust me, the headmistress had much to say about your group during last night's Mahjong game.
I hope at least some of it was good.
You get me drunk enough, I might be able to tell you what she said.
Perhaps
Well,
something that you
there's-
and Amar can discuss over drinks.
Well, there's no sense in waiting. Shall we head off then?
Sounds good to me.
He smiles and nods as he steps through the gate,
When I-
walking with... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I hang out by the exit of the dorms and just kind of do a head count, and I'm the last to take the lead. Or the last out.
He walks with a more relaxed gait, something that you find a little bit odd for a governor, somebody who is the head of a town. But he seems to be quite the relaxed individual. So I heard it from the headmaster, but tell me about this little ragtag group you've got. We're going to be together for a few days anyway.
Why don't you do the honors, Professor?
There's the professor as well.
Well, most of these are my students. 2 of these are my students. Arin is a fantastic student. Ori is also here.
No.
Haruhi,
Teachers shouldn't show favoritism.
Ori does quite well at completing all of her assignments. Sometimes in pieces. Haruhi is our resident shrine maiden. We've had much ado about shrine maidens lately. Arakan is also here.
Small wave.
Honestly, other than the 2 students, the group's kind of come together by primarily chance.
Well, you'll find that chance is rarely something left to fate.
Did he get that backwards?
Honestly, it sounds like something that Archon would say.
Oh, yes. Fate. That coincidence that convinces you it is a miracle. Or do I have that backwards?
I pay no mind to what the philosophers in the third ring sit and ponder. I've got to keep my my nose to the grindstone, eyes on the prize. We are heading into the season of ghosts, after all.
Ghosts.
A what now?
Well, you see, at least around Willowshire and our hinterlands, there's, when it gets close to the summer, which should actually be in a few days, the season of ghosts is a time when the Spectre Woods sees an increase in hauntings. So spirits and undead, they show up more and they cause a bunch of problems, for us to say the least. They have been known to lure townsfolk to their deaths, after all, so we actually run a little reenactment festival. You're welcome to stick around for the festival as well. It's very wonderful.
Sounds like something right up your alley there, Ari.
Would you like me to take a look at it?
You do best to follow the 8 practices, however. The 8 practices of dealing with ghosts, of course.
I'm going to shoot Parin a look with a raised eyebrow.
So I do apologize for this. I'm not from this region initially. Could you fill us in on that?
They don't teach. What are they teaching you in these academies?
I'm a very recent.
Shoots Amar a pointed
Rolling.
look.
Sorry, our unit on exorcism hasn't come up yet.
Exorcism is its own thing. Exorcism is beyond me. This is just how to deal with the ghosts.
Running water, silver bell.
Oh, those are old wives' tales. First, you do not call a ghost a ghost. That is the number one way to anger a spirit, is if you let them know that they have passed on. Second, do not pat people on the head or the shoulders. After all, if you were to touch a ghost, your hand would go right through. Once again, letting the specter know it's a specter. 3. Avoid entering bodies of water when a ghost is nearby.
See, I mentioned that one.
What? No, you said running water.
It is a body of water.
4. Do not eat food that has 2 stick-like objects protruding from it. These mark incense, and they are marks of the dead. 5. Do not lean against walls during the day.
Wait, what's that got to do with ghosts?
There's that Archon.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Ghost came through the other side of the wall.
He laughs and rubs the back of his head. Honestly, some of these are just to cut down on delinquency during the summer. You know, kids are out of school. Or
Going to look
trying to
Ori.
keep... 6.
Now.
No, we're kindred spirits, see. Right, Ori?
Anyway,
Flowers. Heavily.
See,
Getting-
she didn't bite me
getting-
that time.
Getting back on track. 6. Do not whistle at night. Lest you draw the presences closer to you. 7.
There's that Archon again.
Slowly begins to nod.
Just gonna chuckle to myself a little bit.
7. Do not leave laundry out at night, lest it become a gate for spirits to occupy. Finally, 8. The 8th practice. If you hear someone call your name from behind you at night, do not turn around. Anyway, follow those 8 practices and you should be fine.
What if I don't
I've
have
got
my
a-
spare robes handy and it's 11 p.m.?
I've got a bewildered look on my face, but I nod slowly.
Yes.
Why can't your lectures be this comprehensible?
Or succinct.
First of all, you haven't even heard one of my lectures, Lance of Archon. Second of all, Parman, we're going to have a whole new subject matter on exorcisms.
It's fine, so long as the reenactment festival goes according to plan. The ghosts will think that our town is already haunted, and they'll move on to the next village.
Amar begins removing books from his pack and foisting them upon Parman.
How buried is Perrin in books?
I
Well,
think I still
had to
have
take
that
only
book
my
you gave me
regular
last
size
time.
pack.
We can
Yes,
deal
and
with
now you have
these
another
later.
assignment too.
Going to distance myself from Paran now.
You know what they say, reading should be done in moderation.
1,000 words or less.
Hmm.
Is that not one of the things from the philosophers?
Ah.
I don't miss those days.
Tuck the book into my bag.
As you guys chat, you make your way to the town gate. As you pass out into the farmlands beyond. In the distance, you see the rolling, tree-covered hills and mountains towards the northwest as you continue forward.
Trying to keep a nice, brisk pace. I've done a lot of traveling. I know how to set a pace.
He notices how brisk a pace you're keeping as he smiles. Well, you seem like you've done plenty of hiking around in your day.
The wind and I are friends, yes.
Oh, a friend of the wind, I see.
wind, if you will.
I won't.
Hmm.
Just make sure we're not leaving Haru and the professor behind.
I'm fine.
I should be fine. Question mark.
Yeah, as far as this goes, Imar actually has the second most con in this party. Y'all did not roll HP heavy characters.
I think that speaks
I have
more
it.
to the.
I mean, I have a +1.
I think that speaks more to the strength of other stats that aren't con in Pathfinder 2e.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. You continue on throughout the day. The sun shines bright overhead. The last few days of spring ahead of you. The scenery is actually quite nice. Far cry from what you saw in the plateaus when you went to the east.
Honestly, I was about to ask, and you answered before I could ask.
At least it's a pleasant 7-day journey.
So far.
Well, it's like 4 days there, and then by horse 2 to 3 days back.
Hmm. Wow.
And before you guys have known it, as you traveled 3 days and a half have passed as Willowshire comes into view. Willowshire. I'm gonna keep screwing that up.
Can I mark off this caribou meat I've got to just feed the group as we go? It is an entire
Sure.
bulk of meat, so.
Absolutely. Go right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Ooh.
Time to cook the carrot.
I was about to ask who was cooking it.
Ready? For you, the town of Willowshire stretches into view.
Very nice.
Approach from the southern Du River.
Hmm. Really?
Dubs.
He smiles as his home comes into view once more. Ah, yes, beautiful Willowshire. Welcome to my home.
It's a very lovely riverside town.
Thank you very much. As you guys continue to move forward, you pass by a larger looking shrine with a stone spider inside, holding a lantern in its jaws. Oh, that. Don't pay that any mind. That's ugly cute.
Well, that seems rude.
Ugly cute.
Well, you see, it was. Everyone started calling it ugly, but it kind of has a cute charm to it, too. So the name Ugly Cute just kind of stuck after it was placed there.
Some kind of local deity?
More like a protector of sorts.
I'm going to, as we pass through, is the statue accessible to normal people?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to pat its head twice as I pass.
Ray's gonna pause in front of it, size it up, continue to walk.
Sorry, the imagery of Ori, like, mock throwing a punch at it, and then being like 2 for flinching.
You continue onwards, following the winding river path, as the soft sounds of society come slowly to your ear. You pass by a guard tower as the guards look out, noticing they notice the governor as they wave to him, and he waves back. You slowly make your way further up past the rice farms as well. Seems like everyone here notices and respects the governor, as they all take time out of their day to say hello to him.
That's a good sign, then.
Mm-hmm.
The governor chuckles as he seems a little embarrassed. It's definitely a quaint little town nestled between two very, I wouldn't say imposing mountains, but it's a hidden gem of a valley, that's for sure.
Yes.
He
It's
continues on, bringing you past some housing as you approach a rather large-looking bridge. Ah, yes. The Dawn Step Bridge. A prized piece of architecture that's been standing for, gosh, hundreds of years.
Interesting name. Any reason for the name?
It was established before the town itself was, actually. But well, it was established when the town had grown large enough to become a town. So it was commemorating that, but also on top of that, it was commemorating the lantern right there. He smiles as he points to a large granite and silver traditional stone lantern that has a radiating flame inside of it. That is the the Eternal Lantern, one of Willowshire's most prized architectural features as well. But I'll save the history lesson for your teacher. Come, we're almost to downtown where the festivities are awaiting us.
Oh, they've begun already?
Oh, they go for the entire day of the reenactment festival. Come, I'll show you. Smiles as he brings you into the center of town.
Tea house.
lost the map.
Oh no.
We're just gonna use this one.
Yeah.
This one. I clicked the wrong map. Sorry.
Mhm.
That's
No
fine.
worries.
And
Ah,
we change this to.
One of us might have to take off to go get food here in a second.
Uh-oh.
We just realized our brewery is not coming. So,
Oh.
hmm.
Let me get rid of one of those. Sorry. Or
I was also on top of Ori, so I just moved.
that would explain why. We're gonna go with.
If it matters, I'm probably nearer to the back, just protecting the back. Oh god, that's loud. There we go.
Sorry. I need something more jovial.
Something more jovial. Bud, you have the playlist. I can't interact with
Nope.
it right now.
Fair enough.
You can try the calm, like the. Are you going for like combat music?
No, just for.
Okay.
Festivities.
Okay, so
Mhm.
that entire playlist is not going to help you. That entire playlist is like somber exploration stuff.
You know what? This will work.
Yeah, that might work.
Do that.
shoot.
Turn that way down. Loop. The streets are alive, as most of the people who don't have, you know,
With the sound of
Yeah.
music. Thank you. Sorry. Carry on.
fine, whatever. Jeez.
Sorry, Yuri.
No, you're fine. As there are people hustling to and fro, plenty of sellers are out trying to sell their different crafts. You've got people selling clothing, jewelry. You've got games of chance going on, food stalls set up. It's a whole festival getting ready to happen.
Festivities have started already, as you said.
Quite lively.
Yeah.
And they'll be going on until at least midnight tonight, if not longer. Everyone puts forth their all for the reenactment festival, after all.
Reenactment of what?
Oh, well, every year we
They pretend that they
Celebrate.
get abducted by ghosts.
yeah. Of
So
course,
as to trick the ghosts into not abducting them. I
well,
shrug.
You see,
It's not the weirdest tradition I've ever heard of.
Everyone has to play their part. We've got people that dress in paper masks that abduct the townspeople. The ones that aren't, they get into character. They play. They run around like they're scared. They wail. You have to be 100% for rituals like these to work.
Hmm.
But I do have some business to attend to. You're welcome to peruse the stalls and enjoy the festivities. If you'd so like. Tomorrow, I should have your horses ready to go.
Seems like it'll be a fun evening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna raise my eyebrows towards Ori. Food?
Kurt nod.
Mm-hmm. Going to just begin to meander my way down the street looking for festival food.
I am gonna have to. We can keep going, but I do have to grab food.
Yep.
All good. You, more than following your eyes, you follow your nose as the scent of myriad flavors of cooking meat, fried ingredients of all sorts draw you from one stall to the next. Give me a luck roll. You settle on some fish of a variety you're somewhat familiar with, but it's cooked in a sweet sauce using some peach juice as well to give it a nice sweet, savory taste to it as well. It's light, flaky, sweet, and savory all at once, as you can't help but scarf it down.
I get enough for both Ori and I. Pass her hers.
What would Ori think of the fish?
Sorry, we were talking about food. What about the fish?
You were talking about food too.
It's every flavor in one.
He handed
It's
you some
every
sweet,
flavor
savory-
fish in one.
Sweet, savory, flaky, I believe was how it was described.
It's light, flaky, sweet, and savory.
Sumptuous,
Ori.
even.
Ori approves. Ori would like to put it in her face.
Ori sits there nibbling. Or do you nibble on the fish, or do you
No,
bite into
there is
it?
no nibbling. She chomps.
You are all treated to a first-hand look at Ori's fangs as she sinks them into the fish.
I take it you found something good.
Apparently good enough for Ori. I'm gonna hand one to Paran.
Give it a try.
How would you describe it, Ori?
Good.
You heard her.
Wasn't expecting it to be so sweet. Not a bad taste to it though.
The stall owner laughs. Yeah, those are Willowshire peaches. Sweetest on this side of the Jade Empire.
Yes, the governor was telling us all about how great the peach harvest is around here.
You know the governor, Governor Het?
We helped bring him over from the Jade City.
Oh, why didn't you say so? He reaches down underneath his stall as he pulls out a gourd of some sort as he pops out the stopper and pours you all a small glass of a clear liquid.
I'm going to pass a skewer of fish to Haru as well before taking a place near the stall.
He hands you all a glass and he's like, "For the saviors of Willowshire."
I glance over my shoulder, looking.
Looking at him.
No. I'm looking for
He's
who he's
looking
talking
for the
to.
saviors.
Oh.
Willowshire.
Well, you guys, of course. The festival couldn't even happen without the governor here.
I glanced towards the festival that was happening when we arrived.
Yeah, well, it's happening, but I meant the reenactment.
Slow nod as I reach for the glass.
Well, whatever the case, it's much appreciated.
He brushes it off as he hands each of you a glass before he goes back to selling the fish, trying to lure in other people.
Never expected you to be such a stickler about free drinks, Aragon.
What? No, I took a drink.
It is a pretty good sake. It's smooth and it's smooth and light. It are the main notes you get from it. There's less florals, less botanicals.
Oh, so it is
Then-
alcohol.
Yes.
Okay. I snatch up Paran's glass.
Excuse me?
Your teacher's a little indisposed right now. I'm sure, you would want me to do this, though.
You do realize I am an adult, right?
Are you? You're so short.
It's just how. I think I would get used to this kind of thing by now. Just gonna-
You're 5'1", aren't you, bud? 5'1", 5'8", 5 foot,
You act like
5'2".
you've never
Right,
seen
this
a
is the
cloud
one
before.
campaign I'm tall.
I'd like
Then-
to attempt to snatch the drink back.
I'm going to give him his glass back.
Okay.
Alright, but if I find out you lied to me later, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Sure. Take a drink.
Haru, would you like me to describe the fish and the cup of sake once more?
Feel free, because that was exactly when I crashed.
I kind of figured. The fish itself is light, flaky, with this, and the sauce that covers it is sweet and savory. It is almost like a peach teriyaki, if I had to come up with something close to it. And the sake itself is light and smooth. There's not a lot of depth to it. It's not like there's botanicals or floral notes to it. It is a very it tastes like it was distilled very recently.
Fresh harvest.
I'm definitely hungry.
I have already handed you a fish. in character.
Okay.
I have been passing them out the whole time.
find it.
I'm going to try to find a bench of some kind and eat.
You guys there's benches in front of all the food stalls, so it's not too hard. What I find funny is that Erkan didn't try and take Ori's drink.
Do you think I could?
How does Ori react to the sake?
I would say that she doesn't have much of a reaction to it. She just drinks it.
Fair enough.
I'll just give her a glance. You probably don't need me saying this, but let's not have a repeat of last time.
Ori's going to start chugging it, but slowly, while keeping eye contact until it's drained, and then set it down with force. Not slamming it down, just enough force.
Forcefully.
I'm not saying you can't drink, I'm just saying this isn't the best time to be fighting people.
I have come back for a second glass, realized what is happening, and have turned around.
Ori will grab her glass and get up. And head off to grab another.
I'm just gonna quietly eat my food. And also grab ramen in real life, so BRB.
Why are these boiled eggs purple?
Same.
I feel like Ori could be saying that in character.
Beet pickled.
Amar is currently indisposed, having seen a traveling book version. You Harin, you shudder to think about what he might be teaching you next.
Trying to give that man one open space in his bag.
Ori, you approach as you hold up your glass. The man chuckles. Careful now, careful now. We're only just starting the festivities. Come back next year when you're a bit older and I might pour you another one.
He's going to huff the glass at him before walking away.
He'll catch it for turning to Erkan. She's a right fire starter, that one.
Yes.
He chuckles as he puts the glass.
Sorry, this must be a regional dialect thing. Did you mean literally?
It is sometimes literally.
It is sometimes literally.
Oh. Well, you keep an eye on her then.
Keeping an eye on her as she starts fires? Or...
Archon, let's not scare the poor man.
I'm doing nothing. You should say that to Ori. Have you seen her? In fact, I think I'm the least intimidating member of our entire entourage, to be honest with you.
Alright. Well, you're here. There are other stalls to peruse. There's a couple games of chance going on. There's dancing and festivities to be had. Is there anything anyone in particular would like to do?
If there's
I'm
anything with
interested in the
interesting
dancing.
trinkets.
So, Harry wanted to dance. Erkan, you said you were looking for trinkets?
I'm just browsing the stalls for anything that catches my eye. It doesn't have to be a whole legitimate thing. I'm just busying myself browsing.
Haru, the beat itself is being led by a large taiko drum that has been erected as people are moving about around it in a ritualistic dancing pattern. It's not too hard to get the motions down as you join in, finding camaraderie and joy in being part of the dance. Meanwhile, Ericon, as you peruse over these trinkets, you have a myriad of options, really. You've got things like paper seals that are being sold by monks or... Yeah, but you know what I mean by paper seals, right?
Talismans, stuff like that.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. You have cookware, you have clothing, you have jewelry. It's everything.
Well, I'm far too poor for all of this. So, where is my next benefactor? We'll just be
What do you mean?
perusing the crowd for anybody who looks like they're having a little bit too much fun with the festivities. Perhaps somebody even a little bit drunk.
You see a couple people that are definitely getting a little too into things too early. You do notice a couple of older kids, younger teens, sneaking off with what looks to be a bottle of sake themselves. I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom. I apologize.
That's fine.
Understandable.
You're good. Anything catching your eye around here, Ori?
Gonna look around. Looking at things. We're kind of shrugging and shaking our head.
I get that. Less into the kind of confined social life, huh?
Eh.
So imagine it has to somewhat beat locking yourself in your room every day, though, right?
Says I stay in my room every day.
I mean, how many days did it take us to get you out of there? I'll glance to Archon and realize he's
Oh,
not
I'm
here.
gone.
Yes. I am aware. Oh. Where is everyone?
While you're glancing away, Ori's gonna walk off.
I'll turn back. Oh. Guess she found something after all.
I'm off just watching some kids cause trouble, sneak away with drinks.
How would you say the dancing is going, Tiff?
Based on the fact that she doesn't have any performance skill.
I mean, I doubt the average commoner in the crowd has much performance skill either.
That's fair.
You don't have to look good if you're having fun.
Oh, there's like a whole alleyway and stuff down here. Look at that. It's an impressive little map.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Everyone's still here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, except Como.
Of course.
I don't think Tiff's here either, but
He's just not back from grabbing food yet.
Do you know how far he was going to grab food?
He was going just down the road to get burgers, so I imagine not long.
Okay. Alright.
meanwhile, noticing that everyone is now gone, Baron will look to cruise around the stands a bit, see what he finds.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Not looking much, though. When I run across the talismans, would like to speak with the shopkeeper.
Let's pull everything up through the picture guides.
Oh, no worries. If it's going to be a lot of trouble, it's not.
It's not. It's just there.
Going to cast a glance around now, just interested in the kids sneaking away alcohol, watching Ori storm away.
The they are known as Furu. They are little talismans that actually do have.
Come back.
Okay, welcome back. You can keep them on you, and they can provide you a small boon once before they break.
They're talismans.
Yeah, I'd like to ask, if they require any kind of magical ability from the user itself, or if they just function as they function.
The man laughs and shakes his head. No, we do all the work. You just need to keep them on you. He smiles as he points to the specific voodoo. These are the 4 that we only offer in this town. They can only be made with wood from our peach trees. Post them. It's said that back before the establishment of the 12 kingdoms, plenty of adventurers would come through here to pick up our voodoo before venturing off into unknown lands.
Not bad. I'd like to purchase one of those firecracker ones. That's okay.
Sure thing. You hand over 4 gold.
I just do the -4 on here, right? Or no, I hit the minus and then click 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Perhaps this will come in handy on my own adventures.
I pray for your good fortune and that you do not need it, but if you ever do, may it serve you well.
I'll give the man a nod and continue onward.
Meanwhile, Ori, are you doing anything in particular after being denied by the stall keep?
No, she's just meandering around, definitely not looking for any excuse of violence or a fight. Just, innocently wandering.
Ericon, what did you say you did after noticing the youth?
I'm now disinterested in the youth, seeing that Ori is stomping away. Definitely being innocent. But as I move, I would like to see if I can't just quickly rifle through somebody's pockets for a little bit of spending money for the festival.
Roll me a thievery check.
First roll of the campaign. Let's go, baby. Time to get that nat 1. That's pretty much about what I roll.
Still not terrible. Let me just...
I'm kind of relying on the fact that everyone is distracted by the festival and it's super loud, and hopefully the festival is pretty packed.
I'm gonna have you roll me one more luck check to see whose pockets you round up.
Oh, good.
Lucky enough, you bump into someone who's absolutely shit-faced.
Okay.
They're partying way too hard as your hand slips into their pocket. They're way more interested in giving you a hug as they are spilling drink onto your shoulder and back
Yeah.
from the gourd that's clearly still held in their hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna pat him on the back, and with the other hand reach in the pocket.
And you manage to fleece 5 gold from this man.
Yep.
Clearly he already spent most of it.
That's a good man. That's more than twice the money I had, so that's a good man. Yep. Good day to you. Going to prize myself free, shake my head. Going to need to wash this later. Alright. Mission successfully accomplished. I'm going to go be a bad influence to Ori now. I'm gonna tap Ori on the shoulder,
What?
sticking out my hand with 5 gold in it, for tossing it lightly and catching it.
Squints. Curiously.
We go find some trouble.
Yep.
I see. The old coin in the pocket trick. Look, just follow my lead, alright? Gonna meander my way towards one of those gambling corners. You mentioned earlier the games of chance.
Oh, shut the hell up, dog. That was terrifying. It made me jump.
I'm
Almost
going
back.
to. I was about to say, I'm going to venture a guess that comes back.
Yeah, he's just not in the room yet.
As you approach the games of chance, there's ones that are clearly meant for children where you pay and then you can get a prize. And then there's the ones that are more meant for adults where you pay with the chance to earn more money. I assume you're going to the money, but just giving you the options for both.
No, we're going for money. I gotta get paid.
You come across a small group of mostly older men as they are sitting around a small ring with a couple of large, or not large, but long wooden sticks that have been shaved down to have 4 sides on them. Each side has a numbered face on it. And after people throw some money in, they will roll the sticks. And it's basically a game of dice based around 4 instead of 6 symbols per. So the median number that you're looking for is 5 instead of 7. So,
Gentlemen, would you like to earn some money today? I'm going to take center stage, pulling out my silver piece.
What do you want about? One of the older man sizes you up as he gives you the stink eye of sorts. You ain't from around here, are you?
No, I'm not, which makes me and my games an out of town and better than your games. You see, you can play your games all you would like to, but my games, they're only going to be here for a short while. I'm leaving town tomorrow, so get them while you can.
First, I'm going to have you give me a diplomacy check to try and improve their mood towards you.
I'm going to hero point that. God damn.
Fair enough.
Shit, I didn't even do it. Well, whatever. You take those.
Pretty sure that's a critical success. Gonna double check. Oh, yeah, that is almost certainly a critical success. The man peers at you with the stink eye for a moment before he bursts out laughing. Oh, why didn't you say so? Come on, yeah. We're all here to make some money. What's your game?
Gentlemen, I bring before you 2 separate games. A game of chance and a game of skill. The game of chance is simple, and I'm going to hold the coin up to my eye. It's a little game from out of town called the windmill. Guess the wind or the mill. This side's the wind, that side's the mill. Keep up, I'm going to flip it, you call it in the hair, and then you determine whether you win a prize or not. It's double or nothing. The game of skill, I'm going to throw my arm back around Ori's shoulder. It's real simple. We call it hot hands.
Yes, hot hand.
Hot hands is real simple. All you gotta do is you're gonna quickly and deftly stick your hands out, one hand below the other. Person's hands on the bottom, so you have to quickly flip up, slap the top of the other person's hands before the other person can pull their hands away.
The first man steps up. Games of skill are rigged. You flip that coin. I'll call. He tosses down a couple gold coins.
Gonna raise an eyebrow at the game's skill or rigged thing. Ori, my dear, we have another man who's terrified of you.
Understandable.
You've got something in your teeth. Anyway. Very well, sir. Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails.
I'm going to flip the coin so that it lands on heads. Any last chances? Last call.
He's gonna toss down a couple more coins. Heads.
Very well. Going to flip it so that it lands on heads. There you go. You get your money back. See, that's all it is, folks. It's just a little random chance.
A more lithe-looking, younger half-elf man steps forward as he looks Ori over. So, all I need to do is put my hands under hers and then slap them.
Correct. Ori would put her hands over yours. Yours would go under hers, and then all you have to do is be faster than her. Flip your hands up and slap the top of her hands.
Alright.
Ori extends her hands.
Now remember,
Well,
Ori, the name of the game is Hot Hands.
He'll drop 5 gold in front of you as he puts his hands below Ori's, looking into her eyes.
I'm also going to look into Ori's eyes. The game is called Hot Hands. Ori! There you go.
I was working on it. I'm trying to eat a burger and not get ketchup all over my mouth.
I just wanted to silently communicate without telling you outright.
You have an odd definition of silence.
You've met me. I've never been silent in my life.
By the way, welcome back, Amar. In your absence, the students have
I have left to become a bad influence.
started gambling and engaged in buying witchcraft items.
None of this is surprising. I wish I could say at least one of those things was surprising.
Which part?
Oh, I said I wish I could say that.
So,
I can't. All of those things are within the expected realm of this party.
are you,
Notably, the second he dropped the coins, I'm going to snatch them up before Ori can do her thing.
so, how are you doing this, Ori?
Hold on, let me read my spell. As soon as he starts moving my hands, I would like to snap my fingers so that it triggers his hands to smolder, which hopefully will make him pause long enough for me to get my hands out.
Oh, I was just gonna say set your hands on fire with that spell, so when he goes to slap them, he stops.
That would work too.
Your way is
But
way
the
more
other way we can
deceitful,
inflict pain.
You should have been more specific.
There was no prior discussion of this. I could not be more specific. I just hoped Zilly would get it.
Unfortunately, I don't. I'm trying to think what skill would
Reflex
it be.
save.
Well, no, what skill would it be to like try and give specifically for Ori? It's a spell attack against the target's AC, but I'll actually allow it to be used in the way to set her own hands on fire. think here.
I also don't know why I got like an old-timey Carney accent when I started that
Yeah,
speech.
I know. I wasn't gonna say it, but I was thinking it.
It's the accent for presenting games. Step right up, you know?
Roll your damage dice, Ori.
What's my damage dice?
2d4.
Or you can click the persistent fire damage dice. Or no, that's the persistent one. Oh no, it's 3d4.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Is this man dead?
Well, no, because Ori said that they were doing it on their own hands. With that being said, it's less a smolder and more a, you
What?
watch as Ori's hands, basically flare up for a moment before disappearing as the guy actually jumps back. She put a little too much power into it as he jumps back, confused. What the fuck was that? You ain't trying to pull one over on me, are you?
I'm going to look at him confused, glancing between him and Ori. It's Hot Hands. What did you think Hot Hands stood for? Don't be an idiot. Move out of the way and get the next guy in line.
Ori's hands will smolder out before she puts them back at her sides.
We're gonna pause here. Amar, how are you bringing everything? How are you wrangling the situation?
They got any of that peach wine here? I'm asking because I'm probably not wrangling the situation.
They do, in fact. Don't worry.
Doing-
Ori got drunk again.
Can I join you for that peach one?
That's the worst part. She's not drunk. They wouldn't let her. She's sober.
Alright, just to not to pull away from the fun you're having, just give me a general luck roll to see how much money you're able to fleece before people start getting suspicious.
I've rolled perfectly average every time on those luck rolls.
I'd say
First.
between the two of you, you managed to get 25 gold before you basically have to create a distraction and sneak back into the alleyways.
Very well. As we sneak out, I turn to Ori. Holy shit! It's a fuck ton of gold.
Meanwhile, Amar and Haru, the peach brandy is absolutely delicious.
Oh, peach brandy, even better.
Yes, peach brandy. It is warming and sweet with a very nice savory note on the end because it's brandy. It's just delectable. While you're drinking, you notice that Governor He is jogging back up to you.
I'm going to grab another.
Hello, my good man.
Good. You're still here. Can I ask a favor of you and your students and your other people under your purview?
I'm all ears.
Well,
It's
you
tough.
see,
Touches one of his ears. Don't mind
norm-
that.
normally, as part of this, as part of the festival, we make a show of ransoming off some townsfolk to the spirits. He says, making quotation marks. Unfortunately, the the people that we selected to be ransomed, they got so drunk that they can't stand up right now. So I was wondering if you and your group would like to be the ransom party.
Right.
I'm just shoving
ransom
all
party.
of the coins into my pocket.
Well, I can account for some of our members here. I might need to find the others.
It's fine. We still have a bit of time, and all you have to do is what we're going to tie you up. Don't worry, bonds will be easily escapable. Again, this is all for show. We're going to tie you up in these bonds. You'll be let out of the city, or of the village, into the woods, where you're just gonna have to spend the night. You'll be able to bring stuff. It's a warm end of spring night, and once it's all done in the morning, we'll have plenty of those sweets for you. Like I said, I'll personally deliver them myself for breakfast evening.
Spending the night in the woods.
Sorry, what did we miss?
They lost one of the parties. For show, somebody is supposed to be ransomed off. You know, to the
Well,
ghosts.
it's a group, but yes, it's all a part of the theatrics, you know. But apparently, some of our younger folk decided that they wanted to sneak off and have a good time instead.
Who would ever do that? Said, hiding the brandy behind his back.
Going to pass
Well.
Ori 15 gold.
Any thoughts?
Ori will take it.
Been sleeping outside the last couple of days anyway. For the good of the town. Is it gonna be alright with you and Haru? I was
It's alright.
directed to Archon.
Me. I've slept outdoors more than most of you, I assume.
Well, I know you're supposed to be on bodyguard duty right now. That's why I was inquiring.
Haru has also slept outdoors with me.
Glances between them.
Hmm.
What?
Nothing.
I feel like I've missed something. Why are we sleeping outdoors?
I just told you that.
No,
As
you've
part of the show, they need to tie someone up, put them in the forest, and have them sleep outdoors.
you volunteered us to be tied up and thrown in the forest? I thought elves were smart.
It's for show. You know, it's part of theatrics.
Fine, I suppose it wouldn't do much to linger in town anyways after what we did.
After what?
After
What
going
did you
to be-
do?
I did nothing.
I don't believe you.
Ori, however, got us into a bunch of trouble. You're lucky I was there to get her out.
Doubt.
The great thing is, anytime you say the phrase, I did nothing, I immediately know that everything that follows is lies.
It's extremely rude of you. Not everything I say is lies.
No, just when you tell me you've done nothing. I have never seen you do nothing.
I think we should give our response to the governor here. He looks a little
I am going to
frantic.
do a light chop to his head.
Whose head?
Archon.
Alright. I suppose we'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, you'll have time to prepare, get anything you need. Forest around these parts is not dangerous, of course. Again, it's just for the night. Thank you so much. Tomorrow morning we'll have the horses ready for you. Everything will be good to go.
I'm gonna grab one more bottle of peach brandy.
Share.
Well, I'm going to go scope out the forest for a bit then.
You need company?
No. Yes, the governor's right. The forest is, well, safe as can be. I would, however, like to have a path back. Some notable landmarks, etc.
Oh, of course, of course. The governor takes a moment as he steps away and speaks to, looks like one of the town guard. We'll have a map of both Willowshire and the region delivered to you before the ceremony reaches its fervor.
Sounds fine to me then.
Thank you so much. He nods as he bows as well before he turns and hustles back off.
This isn't how I thought we'd be spending our night here.
I was looking forward to a nice warm bed for a change, but...
You have plenty of warm beds once we get... You have plenty once we get back to the academy.
Okay. So, Ericon's gonna go scout out the woods. Hamar's getting more booze. Does anybody else have any plans before the ceremony?
Really, I'm just kind of roving through town and the local woods nearby, trying to just get a feel for the town. Kind of get accustomed to navigating it. Doing my wanderer thing.
Fair enough.
More booze.
It couldn't hurt to have. With the talk of going out into the forest, I think I'm going to return and get one of those animal churning coolers.
Alright.
Spending a lot on these best be worth in the end.
He will sell you one for another for...
Yeah.
Alright. Haru, did you want to do anything?
I said I was getting more booze.
She said more booze.
Ori, did you want to do anything beforehand?
Ori's gonna follow her in an attempt to get more booze.
Ericon leaves for a while, as you are able to ascertain and obtain more peach brandy. It's not... The governor has basically spoke ahead, and they just freely give you a bottle because they know that you're going up into the woods for the night.
Yay.
So, I can make a note. If you want to make a note of it in your inventory, you can. I can make an item later if you'd like.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'll remember peach brandy.
You better share.
Erkan, the town itself is pretty easy to navigate through, as are the hills. It seems like within like the greater town limit, which it didn't seem like they were going to be taking you guys too far away from town. It's pretty easy to find your way back.
Alright. Kind of meandering around, satisfied. I'm gonna head back to the party.
Once you all meet back up, the governor meets up with you once more, as he has, he's now wearing a red, I'm trying to think of the name of the mask. You know those masks with the long nose?
Tengu.
Thank you. Yeah. Him plus, at least 4 other festival runners are all wearing those masks as they put you in these, what do they call them? Mats. They tie you up in these mats. You're still able to move around pretty well. You would definitely be able to get out of these if you really needed to. But again, it's all for show. As the townspeople begin to take notice as things quiet down, you're slowly led out of town by these men in the red masks as they bring you up into this wooded area to the west of town. As they leave you there, Governor Heh nodding to you before he departs, leaving you in this wooded area.
That was a bit uncomfortable.
So we're just supposed to stay here overnight, come back in the morning?
That's what it sounded like to me.
Very well.
Seemed to be the plan.
I think they'd use someone else in the village.
Apparently the people who were supposed to go got, well, blackout drunk. I think I might have bumped into one of them earlier.
Is that why you vaguely smell of,
You know, I'm surprised that you picked me out after, and I glanced to Haru and Amar. After these two are carrying a literal bottle of the stuff, but you picked me out. Why is that?
Because you're drenched in it.
I'm not drenched in it. It's just a little stain, okay?
Well, the rest of us managed not to spill so far, he said, opening the bottle and spilling on himself.
You say now I wouldn't be able to tell.
Listen, if we were still back in the inn, still back in town, rather, at an inn, I'd be able to wash myself tonight. As it is now, you'll just have to deal with it.
I don't see what the fuss is.
Are we supposed to still be in town, by the way?
I'm trying to find a good map for this, I
Okay.
apologize.
They don't
Yeah,
provide
okay.
a map?
We are currently before the AP is set to take place.
Oh, okay. I thought this was... Alright. I guess that goes to show how good the pre-made maps are, then. Thought this was all scripted.
Same.
I'm lucky that they had a map like that.
Well, I'd offer finding a lake or river to wash up at, but that goes
I'm not
against
too
one of
worried
the
about
8
it.
rules.
8 practices.
I think the professor has prestidigitation.
I think the professor is a
He
little bit weird
does.
himself.
I do.
Yeah. I don't know what to make of those 8 rules.
Also, I don't
Honestly,
recall
I
a rule
felt
about.
rather targeted at a certain person here.
Doubly so now because I need some water. Well, whatever.
So, knowing that this very well might lead me to having another book dumped on my head, I do regret to ask. Is this a common thing out here? In the Jade Empire, that is.
Festivals, celebrating, and having specialized ceremonies towards the dead. Yes.
I was gonna say ghost stuff, but yeah, sure. Same deal.
Oh, you know,
And call him Ghost.
Oh, you're right. Right.
many put candles out on rivers. Some people even put cotton out on rivers.
It's believed that the Jade Empire is closer to the realm of the dead because of our proximity to the.
I was gonna say, off to the east from here, just the big whirl of all the dead.
Well, the mists, but I more so meant the fact that it's on the fringes of the world and thus is literally closer to the yokai realm, which is a mixture of the Feywild and the ethereal plane. No, not ethereal, astral plane. So as such, it's the yokai realm is a literal backdoor into most other planes that you can get into.
Wait, the yokai relates with Fae?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that one
horrifying.
also surprised me.
But yes, we are literally and metaphysically closer to the realm of the dead. And as such, we have a lot more respect for them.
Right. Assuming nothing else happens, I'm guessing you guys bed down for the night?
Sure. Although, I am finally going to get the chance to proudly display my uncharacteristically lavish 4-person tent.
How long have you been holding on to that?
It is the one thing I kept from my days as a noble.
How practical.
It's so finely made, and I knew I would be traveling. I couldn't dare part with it. Unfortunately, when it's mostly just Haru and I didn't really have a lot of need for it, so.
More curious where that was all the other times we were out on the road for days on end.
It was in hammer space because we didn't specifically let me roleplay it. Notably, I'm gonna let everyone else crowd inside the tent while I take up a defensive position outside.
All right. Everyone heads to bed then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I need to actually go to bed soon, though.
Yep. Can pause there if you'd like, or we can go a little further.
I think I'm good either way, but I think that both Tiff and Stray have very early days tomorrow.
Yeah.
I would like to continue, but Tiff is probably going to pass out, so I don't know how much of a performance we're going to get after this.
Let's go for a few more minutes.
All right.
Okay.
I just
You've
thought
got
a good
stopping point, but
I've got a better stopping point in my mind.
Okay.
I will
You
shoot
wake
for
up
that.
to sunlight on all of your faces.
Where'd the tent go?
Archon?
Mm.
Did you remove the tent?
No.
where's the... Oh god, double bangles.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
My eyes.
You notice
The bangles are acting weird. Whatever.
as you stand up, you notice that the mats they trussed you up in last night seem filthier and cruder than they were the night previous.
It is proper full morning. We are up.
It is proper full morning.
No sign of my extraordinarily lavish tent.
No sign for the moment, no.
What happened?
I'm going to inspect the mats.
They were the same mats that you that they put you in the night before. I mean, everything looks the same. It just seems a lot more filthy. As you spend a bit more time looking around, feel free to roll me a survival check.
Check I am infamously great at.
Boy, that one thing that everyone in the party is better than me. Yeah, like that.
That?
Actually, I take it back. Tarn is somehow worse.
Oh, there it is.
Damn.
I see.
Archon, Haruhi, and Ori, you all come to the startling realization this is nowhere near where you guys fell asleep.
Hmm.
Oh, that's upsetting.
That is where we'll pause it
Okay.
for the night.
Very well.
Yeah, that's a pretty good stopping point.
How are we handling hero points, by the way? I would like to ask very quick.
I mean, fuck it. We can do it the same way that you do it. I like that system.
Okay.
So feel free to award a hero point to whoever you think had the coolest interaction or idea for the session.
I would go with Stray.
Same. I'd go with
Second
Archon
Stray.
for
For continuing on
prowess.
his coin game from the previous bit of the campaign, nothing else.
Also hot hands.
Hot hands.
I would vote Ori for understanding hot hands.
I mean,
I appreciate the vote. You win. All right. Carry on.
I will happily take a hero point, though. I just wanted to know how we were doing hero points, because I don't have any. And that feels bad.
same.
And yeah, the way we'll do it is that at the start of a session, if you don't have any, you'll get one. Plus, we'll do the additional one for recaps as well.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All that
So
being
the
said,
person who does the cool thing gets a hero point at the end of the session. But they didn't have any. Do they still get one at the start of the next session? Because otherwise, there's no point.
Yeah. Noticing
That's
a
actually something
flaw.
I've wondered with Abomination Vaults.
Yeah, I'm noticing a flaw there.
Well, you can always just give them one anyway. I think in that scenario, you just give them two. One for the cool thing and one for not having one.
if they didn't have any points, then yeah, they'll get 2.
Well, in that case, why don't we do points next time, and then I'll just get it then.
That's fair.
You could also just do that at the end of a session,
Yeah,
so you don't have to track it between sessions.
that makes a lot more sense, actually.
Give everyone a point at the end of the session rather than the start.
Yes.
If that's what you're
Yes. So if you
Everyone who
end a
doesn't have
session
one at the
without
end of
one,
the session gets one.
Oh,
That's fair.
that makes a lot more sense. Very well.
Glad we figured that out. I hope you all had fun.
I did.
Yep.
I look forward to more.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I know it was a shorter session. We can talk about start times for next week.
Yeah, this was definitely too late.
Yeah. Alright then,
Yeah.
but I'm glad you guys had a good time. We have spent approximately 2 minutes in the adventure path, so what do you guys think so far?
Well, like I said,
Well,
I think
I thought we were in the adventure pass as soon as we got here, so
Yeah,
doing
You're
pretty
doing a
well.
good job with it.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But this is basically where you're expected to start.
Pretty much.
Just like Abomination Vaults expects you to start at the Abomination Vaults. Yeah, Paizo adventure paths are weird when they start. They just want you to start with combat.
Yeah,
It
it's
starts with Rin pushing you into the door.
Yep. Alright, good luck, have
Well, I'm
fun.
looking forward to it.
And we also have Abomination Vaults coming up this week as well, unless something has come up. But
Not that I know of.
let's not linger on the stream. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.